Because I shot a deer.
Yeah, because you shot a deer. Give me 5. Hey, we gotta go get her now, don't we? My dad, to me as a young kid, from the earliest I can remember, he was the man I looked up to. He was my role model. I wanted to be like him. From the time I can remember, I wanted to be by his side. Wherever he went, it didn't matter. And fortunately for me, one of his biggest passions was hunting and fishing. So I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad. He taught me how to hunt and fish in the mountains of West Virginia, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I remember him talking as I was a little guy about how much he would love to go on a moose hunt. That was his dream hunt. So for me, that naturally became my dream hunt as well. In 2017, I finally got the opportunity to go on a moose hunt. Shortly before I left, my dad's health started to take a turn for the worse, and I was thinking about backing out of this trip. But I remember him looking at me and saying, you're going on this moose hunt. This is something I wanted to do my whole life. I haven't been able to do it. You have the opportunity. You're going to do it. We're out of light, and I think the hunt's over, so we're going to head back to the lodge. We're going to eat up, get cleaned up, and head back to the States tomorrow. About 3 months after I returned home from my moose hunt, my dad's health really took a turn, and my dad passed away. This is the man that made me the person that I am. It taught me how to hunt and fish, the person that I looked up to my whole life. Just something that I don't know, I couldn't have prepared for. You can't prepare for something like that. And when you lose somebody like that, it hurts. It hurts really bad. And it was down and out for a while. It's one of those things like, I don't want to hunt again. I don't want to fish again. But as some time went by, the more I thought about it, that's not what he would have wanted. That's something he was proud of. That's something we did together, something that he would want me to pass on to my children. So I knew I had to get back on the saddle and get back out there.
Well, we're getting loaded up here in the boat, headed out to the end of the lake. We got a fairly decent morning. I mean, everything's covered in frost. It's about 30 degrees. It's going to warm up a good bit throughout the day. But this really should be the last warm day we have. But this morning should be really good. So we're going to try to hurry up, get to the end of the lake, and hopefully get lucky.
My dad didn't have a lot of possessions to leave behind. And as we were going through his stuff, I found this knife. As I looked at it, it brought back so many memories. And as I was scheduling the dates for my 2018 moose hunt, I immediately thought about my dad, and I thought about that knife. And I thought, what better way to honor my dad than to take his knife to British Columbia and put it to use when I fill my first moose tag.
Huh? Last day, man, we did it. First moose.
Right on.
Oh, man, I'm shaking like a leaf. Oh. Dude, I want to cry, man.
I knew as long as I dreamed of a moose hunt that when I got my first moose, it was going to be emotional, but I wasn't prepared for the moment when I actually got his knife out to cut that moose tag, just knowing that that was his dream hunt. was thinking, he probably never thought his knife would get used to cut a moose tag in British Columbia. And that moment when I knew my old man was in heaven smiling from ear to ear. Now as I'm taking my kids out, creating memories with them with this same knife, just as my dad did with me as a young kid. I hope someday that they'll be using this same knife, carrying on the tradition, creating new memories, and someday share it with their kids, and so on and so on.